Hello again, and welcome back to 922. When last we left off, poor Spencer had just suffered a panic attack after learning some disturbing information. We'll pick up from directly after that scene. Hopefully he's doing better now. The student that eventually found me apparently thought I was dead. One of the night school students. Screamed her lungs out, I'm told. Not only was there a body in the girl's bathroom, but it also belonged to a boy. When I came to, there was an entire troop of them. Hovering over me, climbing over each other, repeating the same stupid questions over and over. 15-year-old me would have loved the attention. Are you okay? Do you need water? Should I call a doctor? God, I'm so glad they didn't. Spending the night in the hospital would have really put the cherry on top of the terrible cake that was today. Anyway, I fought them off, and then I went home. That was 6 hours and 23 minutes ago. I can't sleep. I've been tossing and turning in bed for hours. It's too hot under the blanket, so I stick out my leg. My leg is too cold, so I pull it back in. I'm the beef and bean filling of the burrito I made out of my bedsheets. In this metaphor, however, someone forgot me out on a table somewhere and I got all tepid and soggy. My nose is itchy. My mouth is full of spit. I keep being reminded of my breathing. I got it to pee 4 times already. 4. Am I sick? Am I pregnant? Gregnant, even? Is that what's going on? I guess there's no way around it. I'm up. It's 40 minutes past midnight. Now what? You raise a good point, stomach. The only thing I ate all day was that toast. Which I barfed up. Fine, whatever. Let's get some food. I pull my gross, sweaty shirt back on. Its scent no longer reminds me of Mom. I relate a little bit to Spencer here in this scene. I don't suffer from insomnia, but I do just kind of naturally take a long time to fall asleep for whatever reason. So unless I take a melatonin tablet before I go to bed or am just dead exhausted, my mind likes to wander. It sucks sometimes, but anyway. Hilarious what your mind does to you when you're stressed out. The streets are eerily silent. I wouldn't have even noticed any other night. But every person I pass by, every rev of some distant car's engine, make the hair on my back stand on end. The 7-Eleven's parking lot is almost entirely empty. The Toyota must belong to one of the staff. That's something I should not have noticed. I mean, of course it is. Who else would go out at this time of night? The plan is as follows. Acquire beer, acquire egg sandwich, get the fuck out of here. When I enter, I'm blasted by an Arctic gale. Some idiot must have left the AC on despite the temperature outside. The air reeks of industrial cleaner. A perfect match for the fluorescent lamps that make everything look like a commercial for bleach. The cashier is on a stool behind the register, watching anime on his phone. That's good. The less we acknowledge each other's existence, the smoother the operation will go. Booze is simple. There's half an aisle dedicated to it. I make a short survey through the price tags until something cheap catches my eye. Old Milwaukee Ice. Never heard of it, but beer is beer, right? It all tastes the same. Relatable. I'm not the biggest fan of alcohol. It all just tastes kind of bad to me. I know people say it's like an acquired taste, but it's not a taste I particularly want to acquire. The only exception I've ever found is hard cider, and even then, that's only okay. It's not something I would actively seek out. But anyway. Sandwiches, in theory, should be likewise straightforward. I know exactly what I want. Foot-long, egg salad with extra mayo, tuna, corn, diced pickles. Take her home, disrobe her of that cellophane wrap, and throw her into the broiler for 10 minutes. Delicious. Or at least it would be if I could find that damn thing. An anxious thought creeps up the back of my neck. What if they don't have them here? All 7-Elevens had them back home. But this isn't back home now, is it? This is some backwater murder county. Double the murders, none of the sandwiches. I move methodically. Top to bottom, left to right. No sandwich is left unturned, under the desperate pretense that I'd find the object of my desires if I just looked behind them all. Please, God, no. Anything but that. Please don't make me speak to the cashier. Excuse me. Oh, I know this guy. We met in orientation. Yes, sir. How may I... What? Shouldn't have talked to the cashier. Are you alright? Spencer? Ian? Spencer! You're alive! He strides out from behind the counter and grabs me by the shoulders. Should I not have been? Holy shit, dude! You won't believe it if I told you. I found a dead body this morning. And I was dead certain it was you! A chill runs up my spine. What? Well, obviously you aren't. You have no idea. It's such a weight off my mind. Unless there's some Bruce Willis crap going on. You're not a ghost, are you? So much for sleeping tonight. I haven't seen that movie. Oh, sorry. You see, it turns out that Bruce Willis was dead all along. Spoilers for like a 25-year-old movie, I guess. Thanks. By the way, if you haven't actually watched The Sixth Sense before, it's actually a pretty good movie. I would recommend doing that. So, what can I get you? Hang on. Why did you think I was... Do you guys have a... Let me try that again. Do you guys have a... Fuck. Jesus. This sentence isn't that hard. Third time's the charm. Do you guys have egg salad sandwiches here? The ones with tuna and mayo? Oh. I mean, we had them in the back room, but... Are you sure you aren't dead? So, can I get one, please? I don't know, actually. I'm not supposed to leave the register unattended. Hold on, I'll call my boss. Actually, the lengths one must go to for a good sandwich. How about I man the register while you're away? I won't tell anyone, promise. Sounds good to me. I'll be right back. Such nostalgia. It's like when Mom used to enlist me to watch over the register at whatever gas station she used to work at. She denied it every time I confronted her about it, but I always knew she was sneaking out back to have a smoke. No amount of Tic Tacs could ever conceal the nicotine on her breath. What's taking so long? I scrutinize the aisles for an entire 11 minutes before Ian comes back to take my place. Sorry to keep you waiting. Don't mention it. I found your nasty sandwich. He waves it around like a flag. Man, let me tell you, it was not easy to find. This guy. Would that be all? I tap my finger on the beer I chose. No. Sorry to be a wet blanket, Spence, but I can't sell you this. I'll definitely get fired if I do. It won't look good on a resume, you know? I just started here last week. It's cool. I'm legal. What, you? Whatever you say, bud. I don't suppose you have some fake ID to back that up. I hand him my real-ass driver's license. Huh, that's pretty good. I can't even tell that it's fake. So, if you happen to have read this game's itch page, you would know that this game takes place in 2010, and since he was born in '88, and he's just started college, which means it's not December yet, we know that Spencer is 21. Is that important? Probably not, but it's neat. Cute picture, by the way. So, there's no good way to segue into this kind of question. About this body. Ian's hand freezes midway to putting my booze in a bag. What about it? What made you think it was me? Why am I doing this? I'm going to hate the answer. You don't have any brothers by chance, do you? I'm an only child. It's just that... Fine. Let's just get it out there. He looks so much like you, Spencer? He twiddles with the handle of the grocery bag as he speaks. There's this park not far from here. I was just passing it by, right? And then, bam! Some guy's just lying there, right at the side of the road. So I come in closer, all like... Hey, buddy, this is no place to sleep. Turns out he wasn't sleeping after all. Later on, they told me the guy was strangled. Makes sense, right? There wasn't any blood. God, Spencer. He was wearing the same clothes you wear. Hell, the ones you're wearing right now. Though, his were a little less stinky. But he was a border collie, just like you. And he was short and skinny, just like you. And I know that you live around here somewhere. And maybe I didn't get a good look. And I only met you a couple of weeks ago. And even though his face was all messed up, I thought... Shit. He's visibly shaking. I'm shaking too, but that's par for the course. I hate this. This is awkward. What should I do? Hey, Ian. Would you like some of my beer? Thanks, but I can't. That counts as if I sold alcohol with the intent of it being given to someone below drinking age. And I'm below drinking age. Also at work. Tough customer. Alright, Mom. Let's see if your old tricks still work. You didn't take your break yet, did you? No? Why? Did you know that you're not technically at work when you're on a break? That sounds fake. And as for the booze... I crack open the can, take a sip. Revolting. and hand it over to Ian. I'm sharing my own beer with an unaffiliated friend. Thanks, Spencer. So, what's that you've been watching? Oh, you saw that? It's this new show called K-On! You want to see? I have never watched K-On!, so I don't know if that was supposed to be funny or not. Draw your own conclusions. Ian holds me hostage until I'm literally falling over. It's 4:02 a.m. by the time I reach home. I immediately fall asleep.